What's going on, fellow humans and resellers? It is I, James, RedemptionAgency.com, getting ready to hit 22 years selling full-time on eBay. And I gotta say, this has probably been the most, the last couple of years have been the most chaotic, disappointing time I've had selling on eBay ever. Over the years, a lot of people have complained about the CEOs and stuff who have run eBay. I never really jumped on board because I've always kind of understood business, right? I mean, to some degree, without having college education or anything, right? Doing it myself, learning from myself, building my own thing. So I never really jumped on board with all the old adages over the years. The CEO's got to go type of thing. But what's going on now is just, it's unbelievable. Honestly, it's just unbelievable. And that's probably the best term for it, is unbelievable how a company can do the things they're doing and have it go on, not just go on for so long, but it appears to just continue to get worse. And then I never jumped on that on board of the whole FeeBay term that's been going on for decades. But I'm on board with that now, right? It's just everything about the platform feels like a cluster. I mean, it's there's no point. I've gotten over getting angry about it the last several videos and stuff. It's more like unbelievable. But got a question. Is this proof that eBay is controlling the sales, or is this proof of incompetence? Yesterday morning, half of my sales were international. Like, whoa, where'd that come from, right? Normally, international sales, 10%, 15, 20%. Wouldn't surprise me. But when it's like 50, it's like, what? What happened? What caused this? Was it a slip up? And somehow I got more orders than I should on the international side? Or was it, hey, something went right for a minute and the international started working properly? Because someone on Facebook group, Reseller Water Cooler, run by Shed Flips, Lonnie and Candace, somebody said that I believe they said it was 80% was international. And he made that post the day before. I believe it was the day before or 2 days before, yesterday. And then I think he reposted again yesterday saying that I think it was 80%. So it happened to him, I guess, for a few days. So was that something was fixed for a short time where our items were being seen internationally? Or was that oops, they weren't supposed to be, that was an issue that wasn't supposed to happen, which it shouldn't be that, but was it? Because then it disappeared, it vanished. So I would hope to believe that was a quick fix and then it didn't work again, almost type of thing. That's what I hope, but it's hard to say in today's eBay universe because nothing really makes sense. It doesn't. My graph, I've always said when my graph goes like this or like this, it's always been a clear indication that something's off, because the graph on eBay should just be like a roller coaster. And since last Thursday, it's gone up, 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 up. Peaked at 832, which is not a peak for me. Usually a peak for me is over 1,000. And then it started back down. So this morning, I'm just like, it's the same old thing. I'm doing the same old thing every day and pretty much getting the same results. I'm feeling, what what's the term? Insanity. Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting something different. So this morning, I turned off all my sales. I turned off all my promotions. And today, I'm just going to figure out something different. I have to try something different because I'm not getting any better results from anything. I mean, this month, I've had my lowest month on record that I can remember. Didn't even hit $500. And that was the Thursday, July 6th. Because clearly, eBay can't or won't change what they're doing and the issues and whatever. Then this morning I got another. I get emails all the time from people who can't do this, can't do that, right? But then someone tried to send me an email about a lost package. They sent me a message and go, I'm sorry, this is the only way I can write to your message. I got several problems with eBay and I saw your answer. I saw you answer me, but every time I clicked the link, it answered, sorry, technical problems, come back later. And that's nothing new. That's the same old thing that's been going on for 2 years. And I don't remember the last time I had an item lost to Canada. Usually my lost items are here in the US or going international overseas, not Canada. Usually Canada's always pretty smooth. But it apparently never made it out of it never got scanned past my post office. So, and I did have a customer the other day who the item never got to him, so I sent him a refund. They ended up sending me a letter from the post office saying that the post office truck got broken into in his neighborhood and packages were stolen, and his was one of them that was on that truck. So, like, lost packages for me is almost daily occurrence, which is kind of sad too on itself, but I wouldn't say daily, maybe every other day. But I can't keep doing the same thing. The 30% off, running 15% promotions. I just can't keep doing the same thing because I'm not getting no benefits from it. I am not moving forward. I am just going backwards. I mean, I'm down 7% now. Yesterday, only made it up to $655. Didn't even make my low end. I think I've done I think it was like $70, $75 from 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. And then it seemed like there was a shutdown from about 11 till 6 a.m. So, I mean, it's the same old things over and over again. So, I'm just going to probably just ratchet everything down, put like a 10% sale and promote it like 5%. That's a big step down for me. But I want to see what happens because will my sales drop any further or will they stay the same? If they stay the same, then that's really going to be a head scratcher, right? Like, how is that? But I don't know. We'll see. Because I'm just over it all. Yesterday, 44 items sold, so didn't even make 50 items. 9 organic, 35 promoted. This morning we've only got 4. We're at 10:10 a.m. 4 promoted, 0 organic. At $105. So don't expect no cha-chings to happen while we're making this video, unless it's a payment from a offer I took this morning, because I turned it all off. I got to do something different so I don't feel like I'm going insane. The down end detector is always pinging. The eBay technical boards are just off the chart with people talking about problems and issues. It's just a whole nother level. What do you do? Got to try something different. So I'll be curious to see if it, at this point, I'm already going down backwards anyway. If I take a day or two to go backwards a little bit more just to see what happens, so be it. At least it will shake up my algorithm somehow, some way, whether it's negative or positive. So we shall see. And I do the whole end, sell similar, everything. Nothing lately, since the middle, going on about almost a month now, since the middle of June. Since the middle of June, my biggest month, or my biggest day, was Monday, June 26th. I did $1,060. And that was my only day over 1,000 in the past month. Here's what, June 18th, $1,103. Which, as stated, June and July is my slowest months anyway. So, maybe I just try to get a little bit more money out of my more unique items by not offering such a high percentage off and or high percentage promoted, and people are still able to find them because they're unique, and that's what will pull me through for the rest of the month. It's something different, right? So something a little different, because I'm going insane in the membrane. All right. So yesterday I got out, did some biking, did some step walking, got some exercise, got a big old bite or something on the back of my leg, with a big old knot under it. I've been squeezing it, and it itches like crazy. It's not a mosquito bite. I don't see nothing weird, like a weird spider bite or anything going on, so it's just itchy. But, so my body made me sleep in a little today. All right, now, I put up a little surprise video yesterday. How'd that do? Oh, not bad. 1.1. So, let's get into some questions and comments. Trying different things and hoping for different results, better results. Hoping. Your opening story was such a gratifying affirmation of what you do. I've had similar messages. They make my day and reinforce my commitment to reselling. My story on the hat yesterday, getting it for his brother. Just found out tons of my listings, if not most of my listings, had international shipping removed. And my standard shipping option also was deleted on many. This is going to take forever to fix. Thank God I only have 1,500 listings. Well, if you use business policies, I've always used the policies, the business policy with the shipping policy. And you only have to change one thing, and it changes it on multiple items. So I'll check mine today. I've been kind of periodically checking, but mine's always been fixed business policy, so haven't really noticed a difference. I did notice a difference, like with when Josh was getting issues about it making extra policies. Man, I'm working all that stuff up out of my body and moving yesterday. But the last couple of, at least the one day when I ended and sold similar, I went and checked my business policies, and it started making extra policies for some of my items that were relisted, that I was listing. Whoops, wrong spot, James. Go back. Go to business policies. See if it did it yesterday when I did it. Yep. So it did it on 93 here with my media mail. So it made a secondary media mail for 93 of the items. Yesterday, I think I ended and sold similar on, I think I only did 400 yesterday. And 93 of them, it changed my shipping. So now I'm going to go back and change them back. So yes. So why did it change the shipping on those? I have no idea. So I will move those back to the media mail. And all 3 of them updated, or all 93 of them updated, I should say. So those are back to being fixed. Looks like that's the only one it did it on yesterday. The day before it did it on more, but then again, the day before I ended and sold similar on like 1,400, I think it was. So. All right, next up, go here. Don't get in a shell. This too will pass. I lost my son in February at 42 to a massive heart attack. Oh, could not imagine. So sorry. That's got to be one of the, that's why I think my dad had so many issues with when my brother died. Just a parent losing a child, man. I'm with you on whatnot. Waste of time if you're giving the items away. And some have said I should try whatnot because I got a big following, but most of you guys who follow me are trying to learn how to resell. You're not in the buying, you're not here to spend money, and I'm not here to get money from you, so I think I'd have to build a totally different audience for whatnot to work for me. I am down 20%. Finding Nintendo Switch stuff at the bins is strange to me. It's so new. Such a puzzler for me. Focus on eBay or mess around with multiple. My eBay ain't even on the level of most eBay YouTubers. Well, and that was an offer I took this morning for a pair of shoes. Hope you enjoy your bike ride. Carnivore, reverse, autoimmune, cancer, etc. Very healthy diet when done right. Humans are made out of meat, and our digestive tract does not currently digest plants very well. I've always heard that too. People always say you should go vegetarian and stuff. And of course, like if I had to hunt my own food, I would either be a trader or a vegetarian, right? Because I couldn't kill an animal myself. I mean, different times, of course, I'm sure I could. If I'm freaking hungry and I see a cute little bunny, I might cry while I'm eating them, but I'm sorry, bunny. I gotta live. It's kind of, I was thinking that the other day, one of my little thought things were going in my head. And the whole thought of only the strong survive, right? So I started like that thought came into my head. Somebody was talking about, or it was on the radio commercial or something, and they were saying it was about stop taking pills that you don't know where they're coming from because of fentanyl, right? And my first thought was only the strong survive. Like if you're weak and you have to take drugs off the street not knowing what they are, that's kind of a weakness. An addiction is a weakness. And then so that thought of only the strong survive popped in my head. So I started backtracking in time, like where did that come from? And has that always been the case? And how was it different? How's that statement different today as opposed to times in the past? So of course I went back Neanderthal days, right? You got to hunt. If you can't hunt, you can't eat, you're going to die. Only the strong survive. And then what was the next one I went? Oh, like old guys working in the coal mine, you know, the factory store days and all that kind of stuff. And if you were weak and couldn't do manual labor, chances are you were not going to last. So you had to be strong. Only the strong survive. And now today, in today's time, since everything's so easy, the strong comes in a different form. And that could be like an addiction to something, or, you know, I don't know. I don't think I ever came up with anything else. I was just kind of reminiscing on the history when I was thinking of it. And it was fueled by the fentanyl thing and addiction. So I guess, is that the only weakness of today that would fall into the only strong survive category? Because if you're weak and fall to addiction, weak-minded, I should say, how, you know, I hope nobody takes offense to that. It's just kind of the truth, you know. The mind is it's got to be a mind over matter. You have to live a mind over matter life, right? And addiction's an ugly thing, whether it's sugar or drugs. You have to overcome it, and you have to be mentally strong to do that, or at least mentally strong to say, hey, I need some help, and to get somebody to help you, right? You have to be mentally strong to do either one of those. So it can be tough. So yeah, I was thinking the whole only the strong survive and how it played out in time, over time. Most of this, my old vinyl video, I spent over $300 at the Goodwill outlet. The vinyl I found, the record collection I found. So people are taking it that I spent $300 on the vinyl collection. But I'm pretty sure I said in the video, I didn't go back to watch it. Pretty sure I said, made the comments of, I bought other stuff too, and this is the vinyl I found. But people are taking it that I spent $300 on this vinyl, and everybody's, you got ripped off, blah, 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 you don't know what you're doing, and stuff like that. And I'm just leaving the comments, right? I'm not even responding. But here's another one. Most of these, even with extreme inflation, are still $1 bin records. Well, that's not true, because I have them higher, and I've actually made money I've already made money on that lot. So these are the type of LP record shops and people give away or donate. What's next? We going to see a polka collection you paid $300 for? LOL. And these are just people who don't pay attention. They see, that's why I kind of don't respond to these people anymore, because they're one-timers, probably in and out. And he probably watched 2 minutes of the video, probably 30 seconds of the video. He saw the title, watched 30 seconds of the video, and created his own opinion. And there's so many people out there who do that these days. Though they want to come up with a solution or think they know the answer, but yet they don't have all the facts of the problem, right? And that's what most seems like. I hate to sound like this because it makes you feel older, But that's what it seems like the younger generations are doing nowadays, because everything's so fed quick to you that they don't understand. They can't stop and take in and process a whole problem. They just pick and choose what they connects with the negativity in their mind, and shoot out a problem that is not even a problem. They're basically causing more problems. So yeah, it's funny. I don't waste my time, but they are funny to read. Like, he's laughing at me, but I'm just like, pay attention. This is a response to Jan's video. Christmas is my favorite holiday, and now with grandsons, my obsession to decorate has exploded. I love the idea of a year-round room. Great job so far, Jan, and how amazing that you support her passion as well, James. I had to find something for her, and I kind of suggested the Christmas thing, and it kind of took off, so I'm like, run with it. How's the processing of cleaning out storage areas? Are the 5 storage areas at your house? Just curious. Thanks for the video. 3 are in my house, 20 by 20 bedrooms packed, floor to ceiling, wall to wall, and an oversized 2-car garage packed, floor to ceiling, wall to wall, and then 2 storage units I'm paying on. I would like to get one empty, but I am nowhere near even beginning to start to empty one with so much stuff. And then here lately, been just going out to the yard sales and stuff. I've been behind trying to get into my stuff. So, but now that eBay's just totally back down on going on the low level, I'm turning off buying. I might still do the Friday thing, so I can go out and just spend a couple of bucks for a high dollar item to add to the Found on Friday series. But I think I'm even cutting off. I don't know, should I cut off yard sales? Because I've made a lot of money back on the yard sales I've done so far this year, which kind of is sad because that should reflect in my numbers, and it don't. That's the hard thing to swallow, that it doesn't reflect in my numbers. I've been putting up a lot of high dollar items. That vinyl lot I paid $55 for. I've made well over $500 on those items already, but yet it doesn't reflect. Or maybe it's reflecting and I'm actually the numbers are actually lower than what they would be, but it's hard to say. So I don't know. Your pulling and shipping videos have always been my favorite. Hi, James. My question today is on blocked buyers. Do you or would you consider giving blocked buyers a chance, let's say after 1 year? I was thinking of resetting my blocked buyers list to 0 and giving the blocked buyers an opportunity to purchase from me again. Your insight would be greatly appreciated. Thanks for your information. Your greatest Canadian fan. Thank you. I appreciate it. That thought has crossed my mind in the past too. Every time I go in to block somebody, because my list is 21 years old, so it's long. So every time I go in there, I'm like, should I just erase this and start over? And then I just think of all the issues of why I blocked these people. And I will get something from somebody and go, why you got me blocked? And I'll go look, and they are in my block thing, but they haven't bought from me in years or whatever. And I just go, must have been something you did in the past that I didn't like. And I'll leave it at that. But that thought crosses my mind too. But a lot of the people I have blocked was because they were belligerent through messages. They sent me a $1 offer on a $30 item, right? Non-paying bidders. That's pretty much the only 3 criterias. And I don't want to deal with those 3 now, so leave them blocked. That's the way I kind of look at it. If they change their ways, they can get themselves a new account and become a new person. And then do things the right way. So that's the way I kind of look at it. But I'll still question myself every time I go in. But then I talk myself out of it. So, what size of box do you use for hats? That was on last night's video. I even said it in yesterday's video because I haven't said it in a while. 8 by 6 by 4 for hats. Lost Augie tonight, my local companion of 6 years. The way you have moved forward has inspired me. Thank you and good luck. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's a puppies. God, I got anxiety on the George Wright search. Total suspense. I forget what I was talking about in the video to get that response. On the George Wright search. I am sorry, I'm blanking out. Bunch of hearts and bunch of suns. I just don't like Whatnot. I'm a new seller, but I believe that if a buyer comes and buys several items at one time, they are considered a repeat buyer. Yes. I've had 2 bundles sold, and each time they were repeat buyers who never purchased from me before. You are my favorite reseller. Don't worry about the haters. Yeah, if they buy one and then add to the bundle, they're automatically called a repeat buyer because they bought 2 items from you at the same time. So that's the way I take it anyway. I'm a relatively new subscriber and reseller from Texas. It was great to see how you pull items to package them. Thanks for sharing a lot about the reselling business. Deuces. I just did a search. There is no Metallica vinyl in your store. Yeah, I went upstairs and searched too, so I need to get that Metallica vinyl relisted. When eBay removes something, it's hard to know it's missing. Yeah, I don't know if that's happened or if somebody bought it and I missed it on the cancel relist thing, because I try to do my best to keep up with those, go into waiting payments. Like right now, waiting payments, I have 17. And we are at July 12th, so I'll go back 5 days. So the 7th. So anything the 7th and older, I will cancel and relist. So I've got one here. Cancel order. $20 shirt. Buyer hasn't paid. Relist. NBA shirt on the 5th. For $7. Buyer hasn't paid. Cancel relist. And then I click the boxes as I go so I can archive them. And then this is when it gets tricky. Since I do international, this one was on an international eBay website. So cancel order. But do not relist because it was on the international. And then I have to go into ended, find it, and relist the US version of it. So I gotta do that. All right, we got July 6th. We got a $5 CD. Cancel order. Buyer hasn't paid. Submit and relist. And we got a purse from the 7th with 21 feedback, so I'll give that one another day. And then I archive them. Then I'll go in later for that hat. Oh, I accidentally archived the hat. Oh well. Oh well, no big deal. All right, I'm at 175. No, well, I was at 175. Why did it just drop down to 129? Odd. I did give a refund this morning, so maybe that took effect. That shirt that didn't go to Canada, didn't make it into Canada. Dun, 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 dun. All right, let's get this shipping. We do have a little variety here. And Adrian did not ship that Hot Wheel I left for him. I guess he didn't want to go find a smaller box. So I found a smaller box. that out of the way now. This has, I'm gonna have to use coverage for all of these old stickers because they're not gonna come off easy. Oh, I got my new packaging here. We're gonna pull that out. And it looks like they've already made a mistake. Nope, they didn't. Okay, I didn't see it. I was just saying, I know I sent them 4 pictures, but I only saw 3 things in there, but now I see the other one. My bad. My bad. So we're going to see how these other shipping materials work and see if I can start saving some money. I'm saving you guys some money on some shipping materials. Doink, doink, doink. Doink, doink, doink. Doink, doink. The age. The age of the modern man. Why does it feel like we're going backwards in society when it comes to intelligence? Let me tell you why, because I got a theory on that too. It's all in the plans. Ignorant people are easy to control. So if you don't teach your people anything, you can control them better. But anyway, just pay a little bit more attention to current ongoings lately, and it's just like, man. But then I got to remind myself, that's only a very small percentage of the society, right? It's just amplified because it sells. So, always got to remember that. Ignorance is amplified because it sells. The majority is not of ignorance. At least you got to hold on to that thought. Let's see, 1 to Canada, 1 to Australia, 1 to England today. So at least that's a decent, better than 0 for especially an overnight shutdown. So it's right. All right, let's get in and see what I got here. So I should have 2 sizes of poly bags and 2 sizes of mailers, bubble mailers. All right. These almost feel like paper tissue-ish. Weird. They're definitely a lot thinner, which means they're a lot lighter, but they're together about the same. I mean, it did fall apart a little easier. Definitely fell apart easier. Let's see how they stuff. They're definitely a lesser quality, but you are paying lesser money for them. But the question is it they're a little smaller too. Now that's the bigger one, I guess. This one feels a little different, a little better. This one's got more strength to it. I wonder why this one feels so cheap. Wonder if I'll have to look and see what I clicked on. But I thought I clicked on the same type. It was just different sizes. But that one's definitely a lot cheaper. This would not hold a hoodie. And I put in the same size I order, but yet it's smaller. So I'm not sure I would go with the poly bags unless I did something wrong. I'll have to double check all that. So yeah, remember I've been touching these materials for 20 years, so these definitely feel thinner. They definitely got less bubble. You can tell by the thickness that they got less bubble. Yeah, these definitely have more air in them. A lot more air in them. Like that one you can pop. These you can't pop. I don't know if you heard that, Stephen. Ones I use, you can pop the bubbles. These you can't pop. There's not enough air in them to pop. That's not good. That's not going to protect the stuff. Ah, there was one pop finally. Yeah, that's not good. They always say you get what you pay for. I was hoping for something different. Let's see the CDs. Well, about the same with the CDs. Definitely a thickness difference. The CDs, easy to pop. There's one, but there's two. This one has a little bit more air in it, but not much more. And it's not consistent. There's no pop. Definitely less, smaller bubbles, less air. I'm up in the air right now. All right, first up, we've got a little vintage McDonald's birdie. Headed up to Canada. Sold for $7. McDonald's. So this shouldn't have no problem in here. Here's a good test here. Okay, that came off easy, but the film is more of a pain. It's a plastic instead of more of a paper, so it sticks to your hands easier. We got good glue, at least. I've ordered some in the past where the glue, I ended up having to tape them because the glue was so bad. So that's a positive. All right. Toy figure. And $6.99. And how does these stick to it? Comes off. See, that's the thing, with paper, it's going to stick a little bit better than this plastic. Because you could pull it off a little easier. Next up, we've got an item that always sells quickly for me. The AOPA, Pilots Association type of, I think it's a Pilots Association. It's definitely pilots of something pilots. Don't remember what it all stands for. But these always sell quick. $16, headed to Bloomburg, Pennsylvania. Next up, we've got, are you ready for a hat like this? Two hats, but he paid separately. And they're both unknown D logo hats. Headed to London, Kentucky. Ooh. Sold for $12 a piece, so $24 for both of these. Can you go to the bins, spend 50 cents on a couple of hats that nobody else would buy, and turn it into $25? I can. It'd be nice if eBay would show the stuff better so more of that stuff would sell. So nothing has happened since I've turned off all my promoted and all my sales, except the order, that offer I took this morning. All right, red hat, 87. Add to the green hat. Boom. Whoops. Next up, we've got Freddie Hart, The First Time, on vinyl. Sold for $4, headed to North Little Rock, Arkansas. Boo, 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 boo. Yeah, I don't know. I'm on the tipping point with these supplies. So I'm at the halfway point. I'm not leaning either way right now. I'm probably leaning more to a no than a yes at this point, but we'll see. We'll keep going. Still early. We got Poco CD, sold for $5.60, headed to Pasadena, California. Light. Glue's good on that, at least. I mean, it's probably got enough bubble. But it's still less bubble. I forgot to check Ground Advantage. Let's go into California, so probably not. That would matter. That'd probably be media anyway. So, all right. do like the colors though. That's something different, but can't be led by color only. Sonny Ledford CD sold for $7, headed to Martinsville, Indiana. I mean, I guess the CD ones definitely, I think, have enough air. They got more than the cassette ones do. I feel okay with the CD ones. I do. I feel okay with those. Out of all of them so far, those are my okayest ones. I'm okay with. Us Indiana, so go ground first. 366. And even if I just ordered this, use the CD ones only, I mean, that's at least would save me money because I use a lot of CD ones. All right, The Place in the Pines DVD. So for $4.20, headed to Stanford, Maine. Now, will the DVD fit in here good? DVDs, I know I have no problems with surviving. You don't have the plastic case to worry about. My one concern was going to be glue, because that's one cost-cutting place that some take, is in the glue department. See, now this one's coming off pretty easy. I mean, it's enough to hold it, but that was still a little easier than it should have been. Put a little tape on that since I pulled on it. Nope, check first class first. Save 2 cents. I keep calling it first class because it's still technically first class in my head. Instead of calling everything ground advantage, it should have just called everything first class. Would have sounded better. All right, Nuremberg prize winners. I just put this up the other day, the vinyl. So for $14, headed to Gloucester, Ohio. Dun, 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 dun. 13.6. Head to Ohio, first class, $375. Oh, I gotta put in new, don't know. Nope, 607. Media mail. Stop it, James. Clicking too many buttons. What did I do there? Is that cheaper? Yeah, I guess it was. It was lighter. Okay. All right, we got a Kate Spade purse, right? So for $18, headed to Miami, Florida. Now this will be a test. I'd put this in my old poly bags with no second thoughts. I'm just having second thoughts. just feels like tissue paper wrapped around it. Glue's good. Maybe I'm just, let's give it a shot. I'm guessing it's technically enough. Maybe I'm just used to more robust stuff, you know? I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't work. Maybe I'm just, my expectations, you know, just, I'm used to better quality. So maybe better quality in this, some cases doesn't really matter. The cassettes I'm worried about the most so far. All right, we got this little guy from Five Nights at Freddy's. Glam Rock Chica, headed to Australia, sold for $15. No problem with that. No problem putting a plush in this thinner bag. Oops. Glad what you call. That was a t-shirt style bag. $2.6. Used plush toy. Because not only am I going to be saving money on the items, they're all free shipping. So I'm going to be saving a lot of money on shipping. So, is that saving worth the sacrifice of the thickness of the item? That will do tell in customers' feedback. Next up, we've got an IKEA bag hat, headed to England, sold for $10. Again, no problem putting that in there. No second thoughts. It's thinner, it's lighter. It could technically save me more money. So that would be a t-shirt bag with shipping costs. And $9.94. And a used hat. With international, it's not really going to save me any money because it's pretty much the same price within a bracket. Let me do the test. So, with my old ones, we're at 0.4, 0.3 for the new ones, so only 0.01 difference. T-shirt poly bags, which are a little smaller, but still plenty of room for t-shirts and little plush, as you just saw. Hey, does that have a sale? Yes. All right, so 0.05 for my t-shirts that I use. And the replacements would be 0.2. So definitely a lot lighter. Well, 0.03. I don't think it'd really matter money-wise, postage-wise. A hoodie's not going to fit in that. Let's test it. I have the perfect test. CBC black Under Armour jacket sold for $17.50. Staying in the area. Of course, CBC is a school here that a lot of athletes come out of that go into professional sports. So we got the CBC jacket. Staying in the area. Actually, this is a bigger one. I don't even know if this will fit in my poly bag. So, and there's that. I ordered the same size. There's no way I'm putting that in there. There's no way I'm putting it in it size-wise or having any confidence-wise in that tissue field environment. This one's an eBay one that you can get for free if you have the free packaging. And it'll fit in here. No issues, no problems. Maybe I ordered the wrong size, or maybe the wrong size was given, one of the two. Maybe there's a size up. See, because could have been my mistake. Could have been my mistake. Because I'm not perfect. Even though I'll joke and tell you I am, because I'm perfectly imperfect. Perfectly imperfect, yeah. Perfectly imperfect, yeah. Perfectly imperfect. See, that's a good thing about, well, it's only still staying in the area, but it still feels like it's saving money with the new shipping. Because that feels like it would be $9 even staying in the St. Louis area. It was only $6. I haven't checked for sures on that. Another good test here is Vans off the wall. So for $13, headed to Miami, Florida. In the new bags, get shoes into them. Now it's already ripped. But would I trust them in there? We're simulating the mail system. I mean, it's not budging. Let's try it. Remember, pink Vans. If I get bad negative feedback or I get an email complaining about the packaging, well, no. Let's give it a shot. I mean, I could just have very high expectations, right? And that could be a detriment. Puke it out. Puke it. Oh, so you're not even going to puke my thing. There you go. Good thing it's the last one, or I'd have a problem with you right now. I'd be like, Zebra, don't make me knock the stripes off of you. Before you stick it down, oh, you already made the commitment. Go. We already made the commitment. Go. All right, we'll see. Maybe I'm just used to the thickness, you know. Maybe these will be okay. Maybe I'm just, you know, expecting more than. Oh, I'll give it a shot. I don't want to, you know, knock the company if I can save money and it does the job, right? So let's see if it does the job. So boom. All right. Well, that is all. So now I must head to the post office. And we had one sale. And that was for a CD. Kenny Wayne Shepherd CD. Sold for $10. With no sale and no promotion. So I should have at least one in the non-promotion thing right now. So let me check. Because we were at 4 and 0. Now we're 5 and 1. So I think what I'll do is put the sale on. I was running 30% sale, 15% promoted. And when I get the volume, that works fine. When I get my $1,000 days, I'm making plenty of money. eBay's making plenty of money, and my customers are saving plenty of money. But with eBay not working 100% properly, and I'm not even making my low end, something's got to give. And since eBay ain't giving, they're just taking. I've got to start taking. So, or not giving as much. How about that? So I think I'm going to mark my sales down to 15%. So that'll save me whatever sells, 15% there. And do the promoted, maybe I'll do like 6%. So I'll be saving 9% there. So just say I'm saving 20% more. And if I can still get the same amount of sales, that extra 20% on a $500 day is an extra $100. But will I still get those same amount of sales? That will be the question. So that's probably what I'll do, and we'll test that run and see what happens, because I'm just tired of doing the same thing and not getting the results I should be getting. So we will try this and see if I get worse results or the same results. All right. Thanks everybody for hanging out. I'm not 100% on these yet. I'm going to blow through these the next couple of days, and then we'll see what kind of response and see if I can get comfortable with more of them overall. These I'm perfectly comfortable with. CDs, I'm fine with those. On board with those. That'll save me money no matter what. The cassette ones I'm not 100% on board with, but like I said, my expectations might be just a little higher than most. So they may be okay. I only did the one cassette, so. Or did I even do a cassette? That was the Bird. I haven't even done a cassette yet, so. T-shirts, I think these will be fine for t-shirts. My question is the paperish feel ones. If those shoes hold up, then they'll be fine. If they hold up through the mail system. I might wait a couple of days and then send them an email and ask them how they arrived, because I'm trying a new bag. So maybe I'll do that. Get some actual feedback from the customer before I make my final decision. So anyway, thanks everybody, and I will see you all in the next video. Thank you guys. Appreciate y'all. All the love and support and likes and comments and all that good stuff. So thank you. Later.